Salam.
Jam.
Shanti.
We all want the same thing.
Peace.
And Rotary clubs
Salam.
are making it happen. Through international scholarships to promote peace around the world.
Happy.
Rotary. Humanity in motion.
I think the involvement of that will probably stay at the Economic Development Foundation level as far as spearheading it and organizing the direction of that. Does it need City Commission support? Yes, most definitely. Again, that's part of the communication that has to happen so that the Commission understands what the issues are for the companies that are here, what Economic Development Foundation is doing to support that effort and to support these businesses that are here, and how we might work together. I mean, is there anything that the Commission needs to do to support? And that's where we've been on this so far, is that we've kind of been working hand in hand with that group, with the Economic Development Group, so that what we do complements their efforts, and then they back the Commission's direction up with actual goals and items to be worked on. Yes, and we can. And, you know, part of that starts with the relationships with those entities to begin with. And these last 4 years, specifically, I mean, I can think of some things that we've done that really we've just done the relationship building for some of these entities, so that when we need to step forward to say, okay, can you come to the table so we can discuss water or anything else that affects us as a region, that we're okay and we're a little bit more trusting, and some of the foundation has been set, and a lot of that work, it's not done out in public. I mean, there have been meetings with the tribes, just conversational meetings with all of them together, or whoever can come, and city staff, elected officials, just to get to know each other. We have done that, obviously, with Tecumseh, and we kind of, what would you say, cut our teeth on that one, too, about relationships and then trying to get something done, too. We probably, the last 4 years, haven't worked on the county relationships as well. We've done some things, but we haven't followed up.
So just because of the way it worked out?
And I think it's just the personalities that were involved and the timing, too. I don't think it's a shunning of the county by any means, because we've done projects together this whole time. But I think as far as just sitting down and going, what do you think's going to happen in this area, and how can we help each other? And I think we've got tremendous potential there. What we've done in the past, and I don't want to say, how it'll be and how the Commission will vote, but how it's been in the past is we will announce a vacancy, and we have to announce the vacancy after I'm sworn in. And then typically we, as a Commission, we advertise so that anybody who meets the qualifications, which in this case would be you have to live within the Ward 5 boundaries, and you have to be 25 years old and be a registered voter. I think that's probably the only things. And you would send us your resume or why you're interested in being a commissioner, and we have an opportunity, and usually that comes up like at the next meeting. We'll get all of the people who are interested, and then at the meeting following that, they'll interview or they'll stand up and tell us why they want to be a commissioner, and we'll select somebody. And that person is appointed until a regular election, a citywide election, takes place. And that can be on anything else. It doesn't have to be for a commission seat. It can be on, a contract with OG&E. It can be on a police contract, which is what we had in April. So it could be a bond issue. It could be anything like that. But then that seat that's really kind of a temporary, it's just an appointment, would have to go up to be elected. That's tough, because everyone always thinks, I think about buildings and plaques and those kinds of things, and I don't see that for myself. I see the communication. I see a community that understands what the direction is, understands their role in making that direction happen, and everybody knowing what's going on in this town. So if we say that, we're going to develop retail in a certain area, then what's that mean for everybody? Or if we say that, that we're going to put all of our money into streets, if that's what we want to do, then everyone understands what we're doing and why. And I think it's more of bringing the town back together instead of being as disjointed as we have been in the past. Even if it hasn't been like 2 years ago, maybe it's been in the past, where I think right now people don't think they're being heard. Or they don't understand what's happening. They don't know there's a plan, and that really what's going on right now is the third phase of a plan that's been in place for years. They don't know that. And I think my responsibility at this point is to get that message out. Well, this advisory board is the first step, because everybody touches more people. And it's not just having like a ward meeting or a town hall meeting. I mean, that's good for some things, but I think explaining the details so that if I tell you, when you go tell somebody, you understand the why behind it too. You don't just say, yeah, I talked to the mayor and yeah, she's doing okay, or she's working on that plan. It's because, this is what we all said would happen, this is what we did to make it happen, and here are the results of it. So that you kind of understand more about why things are going on the way they are. So yeah, it has to be more detailed into some of those people who can go out and touch others too.